Hi guys, I've been to the car boot this morning. I had to sit in the car in the absolute drenching rain until it stopped, and all the sellers had not put their stuff out because it was just torrential. But after a little while it cleared up and I ended up buying a right heap of stuff. So I went to 3 car boots this morning. So what I've done is I've just showing you what I got on each car boot because it's too much to fit in one video. So the first thing I bought was this chap. He had some saws, and they are this one's unbranded and it's got quite a rough thing. But what I might do is I might take the screws out and I might paint this and put some writing on it or something and put it on the wall. But yeah, so 50p for that. The next one's a finer tooth with a flexi blade, but this one is a Sheffield Jackson and Spears. So I thought that's okay. I think it's got a chunk out of it somewhere. No, it hasn't. It's another one. So that was 50p, and I couldn't say no at 50p for a saw like that. The guy had 4 saws. This one was also 50p. Also made in Sheffield Jackson and Spears. But yeah, and it's got quite a nice shape to it. I don't know if you can see the way it goes down. So 50p, I couldn't say no. So I might clean that up. That one's the one that's got a chunk out of it. The other saw I bought, which I think is probably the best one, is also a Jackson and Spear. But look at the brass on it. Solid brass, so that'll polish up nice. Jackson and Spear, and this weighs an absolute ton. And apparently the chap was clearing out a garage of an 81-year-old man. So these were his tools. So I imagine, you know, he probably bought them in his 30s. So there's plenty of age on them. So Jackson and Spear, warranted Sheffield, cast steel. And I just thought that was a bit of fun. I'm not sure if that is actually brass. Might be a steel back, I'm not sure. So, yep, so for £2 for 4 saws. The next thing I bought off the chap was this. Warranted collect, it says there. I don't know what it says there. It needs cleaning up the gunk. I don't know if I can see it. It's probably got a maker's name under that putty. And it's a wooden level. That was 50p. So I couldn't say no for 50p. That'll clean up. I'll polish the brass. That'll clean up. The next thing I bought off him was also 50p. Was a mallet. That should go in the new workshop with all the other hundreds of mallets I've got, but it's quite a nice one. This one is a Bailey's number 5.5. 5.5. You can see the 5.5 there, and it's not in bad condition actually. The handle's a little bit chewed up. It's mostly just sat in a workshop, and I think it's reasonably straight. And I said, how much is you playing? He went, £2. I thought, even I'm not going to try and negotiate that, £2 for a Stanley 5.5. I mean, I think I've got a 5.5, but for £2 I can't say no. It's probably from the 50s because it's a high knob model. But somebody else out there might know, but I'm guessing the 50s. They had to guess. The next thing I bought was off a different chap. And it was just a different shape more. It was all wet because it was covered in the rain. You can see it's dry on that side and wet because it's in a puddle. And he wanted £2. I gave him £1 for it. And it's got quite a nice dovetail end. So I reckon a bit of sandpaper on that mallet. And that's quite a nice mallet for £1. So I wouldn't want to make it for £1. It's just all mucky. Needs a bit of oil. So £1 for a mallet. And the next thing I bought was a record tool on the same car boot. A record number 618, made in England, and a Scoutcrafter put me onto these, and it needs a good clean up in evaporust and a good wire wheel, that does, but hopefully it'll all clean up. And it's a mini bolt cropper, record brand. So I gave him, he wanted a tenner for that. I said, a tenner? You must be joking. He said a fiver. I said, fiver? I said, I can't spend my kids' inheritance all at once. So he said, final, £3, that's my best. I went, oh, go on then. I'll take it for £3. And it's got a socket whacked on it there. So a cheap socket. So I'll take the socket off, hopefully, and then give it a wire wheel vapor rust, and I'll give that a clean up. So for £3 I couldn't say no. I was chatting to the guy who had this, and he said to me, he was saying how poor he was. He said, when I was a kid, I used to run behind the bus to save myself 10p. So I said to him, I said, why don't you run behind a taxi, save yourself £1? Don't try and give me your sob stories. I'm not a rich man. So that was all right. Record number 618, £3. So all cheap stuff here. And then this next one, I'll take my gloves off because it's not, this is Guess the Price. So it's in an old case, but it's actually brand new. And it's a Leatherman Wave Plus. So the guy said they're 150 quid, and it's brand new. He said that and it's quite soft in the hand. It's quite nicely rounded over. And the chap said that he broke his a little bit, and they just sent him out a brand new one. So that's the reason why he's selling it. And it's brand spanking new, and it's got the replaceable cutters on it. And it's got, what's it got on it? I've not even had a look. So this way first. So if you push that, you've got a bladed knife. It looks sharp as well. What else have you got on it? You've got a file. So that's a bit of fun. Why is that not going in? I'll have to have a look at that. We've got on this side, we've got a serrated knife. And then what else have we got? We got anything on this side? Something, but I can't get out. There we go. We've got a saw, and then inside we've got all sorts of other tools. We've got a screwdriver, like a Phillips, I don't know if you can see, a Phillips screwdriver, and all sorts on this side. What's this? A pair of scissors. So you've got a pair of scissors. You can sound the quality in them. So yeah, so a Leatherman Pro Wave, and they're 150 quid, the guy said, and it's brand new, but obviously the case is an old one, not related. I think he just kept the new case. And how does that go down like that? Oh, there we go. Is it that? There we go. So yeah, Pro Wave. What do you think I paid? Put your guesses in. It wasn't cheap, and they're £155, so $200 or so in England, allegedly. I think they are, I mean, unless it's a different model, the one I pulled up. But a Leatherman Wave, what's your guess? Put your guesses in the description with a vintage case, and let me know what you think. What's your guesses? Closest ones win. Next video will get a shout out. So yeah, thanks for watching. It wasn't a bad car boot this morning. I've got to do more videos because I bought quite a lot of junk, to be fair. So this is video 1, car boot haul. £4 for all the saws, £1 50p, £2, which is an absolute bargain for a Stanley plane, £3 for a cutter, and how much did I pay for that? Put your guesses in the description below. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.